So I don't know if that looked easy in fast motion, but it's not. I definitely made a huge mistake by trying to weld those bolts in to start with. Definitely was not designed for that. It's made it way, way harder than it had to be, but it's in there. The front is mounted. I put the thermostat housing back on. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. We've still got to put on the transmission support brace thing that goes across the middle, the cross member, and then there's like another support rod that goes to the front of the bell housing, so we'll put that on as well. So I hope that it works. I'm going to go clean that cross member up, then we can get the transmission bolted back in, and then it'll just be adding all the peripherals back on, and hopefully listen to this thing run. Hey buddy. Alright, that's enough water. That's enough water. Thank you. Back up a little bit. You gonna go see Miss Val? Yeah. Is she there? Is her car there? So when I got this car, I ordered a bunch of parts that I just assumed would need to be replaced, and then I forgot I ordered them. So I actually have another thermostat, so pretty excited about that. We can throw that in there, just like so. And then I got a gasket for that too, which is pretty awesome, so I don't have to use the homemade one, which I was honestly kind of worried about. That fits much better. And then I also got a new distributor cap and rotor. It's sitting right there. So I can throw that on. I don't think I'm going to do that right now because I'll probably have to pull it apart. I don't know. We'll see. I can throw that on. I got a new oil filter that'll go on. New oil cooler. I mean, basically everything on this engine has been replaced. I didn't replace the water pump because I hear these things are pretty good, so we'll see. And it was doing its job. But as you can tell, we've got a lot of new coil. We didn't replace the carbs, just because they're really expensive and they're really simple, so they're pretty easy to rebuild. New alternator, I got new belts, basically new everything. So this motor should be really solid, honestly. We've replaced basically everything that time would take its toll on, just from sitting, all the electrical components specifically. And I really think it's gonna be really great. Now, why am I putting this much time and effort into this motor if I'm just gonna be replacing it? Well, I said earlier, I'm gonna be using this as like a test mule to get all my suspension stuff figured out. But then also, when I get done with this motor and I get ready to engine swap it, I'm going to pull this engine and trans and maybe the rear end and drive shaft out, and I'll either sell that on its own as like a good engine to put into an MGB, or I'll buy some wrecked MGB somewhere, throw this stuff in it so it's drivable, and then sell the car as a running, driving car. Maybe I ought to make a little bit of money for this project and fund the engine swap. So because of where my outlet is over there, I have to use a straight fitting into the filter instead of the 90-degree that it really wants you to use. And it's not working. Plus, these are way too long for this car, which isn't an issue. You know, you could always just go full on like race car stuff, just stick it on the outside, which I may end up doing. But I think for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this cooler off, and I'm just going to connect the two outlets. So I'll connect the outlet on the back up to the oil filter, so it will be no oil cooler, and then come back to it, because I'm gonna have to do a lot of repair here, obviously, and I don't want to have to disconnect and drain the oil just to work on the front. So I think if I just run that connection, I can save the oil cooler, and we'll put it in before we do any sort of like real driving with the car. And once the front end's done, we'll be able to set it somewhere on the front end or whatever and hide all these hoses or show them off, I don't know. But I do think it's going to work. We're just going to have to wait until the front end's finished. Something kind of crazy about these cars is they use the same oil in the gearbox as they do the engine, which is insane. It's also very thick oil, and this pump is not liking them. So we changed the starter wiring up a bit. Let's see what happens. Hey. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to crank it without fuel for a second, I guess. Okay. Alright, my timing's out, and I've got to be somewhere very early in the morning. The distributor didn't seat all the way in, so that's my issue. I'm not getting any sparks because there's nothing turning the distributor. Which is good, that's good to know. I have my voltage at the coil, which is pretty cool. So tomorrow, which for you guys will be in just a few seconds, I'll throw that belt on and we'll reset our distributor into the right spot at top dead center. I'm gonna have to pull the valve cover off. This thing just keeps giving. Anyway, I'll get back into that and we will get this thing started, I hope. Maybe, probably. Let's find out. Sounds like there may be a problem with the starter wiring. That one's too small, but I think this one over here that I've just put on is gonna work. Oh yeah, dude.
The new ones work?
Yeah. How cool is that?
Now you get to try the orange cartridge again.
Not quite there yet, but we may be able to start it up.
We can put 59 gas on it so we can go to the race with this orange race car. Is that so cool?
59 gas?
Yeah, so we can let the race car go really fast.
Is 59 gas the fastest?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make it go a lot of gas.
Well, I like fastest.
I like 25.
25 fast? Pretty fast.
25 is faster than the race cars that we're racing.
It is?
Yeah. The race cars are going to have 1 gas.
They're going to have 1 gas and we're going to have 25 gas?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to be like way faster.
Yeah.
Alright, dude, you want to try to start it up?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it works.
I watched the player.
You need to come up here.
Okay. Turn off, Daddy.
Man, this thing does not want to start. Okay, so I spent way too much time on this starter. The new one's a little bit different than the old one in the way that it wires up, sort of. Also, I didn't take reference pictures, which was a mistake. It's taking way too long. I got a little frustrated, but I'm not frustrated anymore because I think I figured out how to get it started. I just have to be underneath the car. Now, the biggest problem in this car so far that I've found is not any of the stuff we've already replaced. That was all easy, and it's all kind of, you're going to have to do it, but it's the wiring. This thing has been chopped and crimped and recrimped and rechopped and recrimped who knows how many times, so I feel like I'll probably end up redoing the wiring as I see it fit. Luckily, the engine doesn't need much wiring to start. It's just the starter and the signal switch to it, along with like the alternator and stuff, which hopefully works because I had to do a different wiring setup on that as well. But I think we're good. I'm going to spray some fluid in it and see if we can get this thing to turn over. All right, here we go again. fine. Just a minute ago.
Oh, a cereal.
1, 2.
3, 4, 5. And again, not anymore. This is return of reggae mode. This is return of reggae mode. This is return of reggae mode.
No, the race car's not working anymore.
This is yellow. This is yellow.
It's kind of orange.
No, not us. It's yellow.
I'm a little bit bummed, dude. It was starting.
Yeah.
Earlier today it was starting, and now nothing because Daddy put too much gas in it.
Later that same evening.
Orange like I have one on this car.
Yeah. You want to show everybody the car you painted? He's painted it again since the video. Alright. I got my jump box in. I got a really baller jump box. I've been waiting to get one. And it was just time. So we got a really good jump box. It's hooked up. It's turned on. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if it works. You want to see, bud? Alright, come on. You ready?
I was just kidding. That was a joke.
Alright, here we go.
That was a silly
Come
old
on.
joke. I told him he couldn't come.
We're
I
out of
told
power.
him we were leaving, and it was
Stay
a
right
silly
there.
old joke. I'm by you. I'm by you. Hello. Hello, Booty. Hello, I was just kidding. That I was going to tell you we were leaving, but that was a joke. No. That was a funny joke, and I said, What are these? What are these?
Stools. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes!
Come on.
It came on!
You got it, Bunny.
Yes!
You got it, Bunny. Oh my gosh.
Yes!
Come on, go. Come here, you fixed it.
Man, what a battle.
You fixed it.
Yeah!
Now we can go driving in it.
Well, Daddy's got to build a fuel system, but we're close.
What was that noise?
Done. Calling it done. That's it for today on Build. I will see you. We fixed it. I'll see you in the next one. We're going to build a fuel system. We're going to build a better ignition system and hopefully drive the thing if I can make that stuff happen pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these?
And we'll drive it down the road a little bit. And that will be a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. Look at the game. But we have to try to know what these are.
Those are wire strippers. We know
Okay.
what
Look
those are.
at the game. Look at the game.
Okay, let's put a little bit of this, a little bit of juice in there.
Juice.
A little juice.
Wait a minute. Key
Say,
juice.
hey, ready? Say, more power, baby. Can you say that? Say it. More power, baby. Come on, say it. Say it. Come on, say it. More power, baby.
No.
Come on, just say it.
No.
All right, hey, you say it. Say, more power, baby.
More power, baby.
That's right.
More power.
More power, baby. That is awesome.
That is
Done.
wow.
Let's go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Come on.
More power, baby.
That's right.